time to get out. It's time to get out the graph paper. Today is going to be a review of graphing in all three forms. So just some review of standard form in each of these forms. So standard form is ax plus by equals c. We used it to find our intercepts. Some students even like to translate it into slope-intercept. Do what works for you. All right, if x is 0, what is y? If y is 0, what is x? We talked about that earlier in the year. For slope-intercept form, if you're going to graph it, you begin at your y-intercept and you move your slope. That's how you rise over run. This is how we rise over run. Okay. And then the third form is point slope form. And we start by graphing your point, and then we move our slope. Again, doing that rise over run. All right. So today what we're going to do is talk a lot about graphing. And so here we go. We got this. All right. So this first one is in slope-intercept form, y equals 3x plus 2. We're going to begin at 2 on the y-axis. It's called the y-intercept. We begin on the y-axis. Then our 3 is really 3 over 1. That helps figure out how we're going to move. All right, so we're going to rise 3 and we're going to run 1. So rise 3, run 1. Rise 3, run 1. And we can draw our line through those points. Oh, okay, that line didn't go so well, but let's just shift it like this. That might be better. All right, make sure it's straight, arrows on the ends. That's important. All right, slope-intercept form. Begin at your y-intercept, move your slope. If it's in point slope form, we're going to begin at your ordered pair and keeping in mind that you take the opposite sign of what's in front of it. So my x is -2, my y is +4. So I'm going to begin at -2, 4. Then my slope, this is how we move, is -1/2. If I have -1/2, I'm going to go down 1 to the right 2. Down 1 to the right 2. So down 1 to the right 2. Down 1 to the right 2. Down 1 to the right 2. All right. And that's how we graph it. So today is all about focusing on how do you graph linear equations. All right. Now, both of these examples are in standard form, and in standard form, we like to find the intercepts. So if x is 0, what is y? And if y is 0, what is x? All right. So when I look at this, I'll take 4 times 0 plus 3y equals 6. 3y equals 6. So y equals 2. So one of my ordered pairs is going to be, oops, let me twist this a little bit, 2. And then I'm going to do the same thing to find my x-intercept. I'm going to put 0 in for y. So 4x plus 3 times 0 is equal to 6. 4x equals 6. Divide both sides by 4. So x equals 3/2. That means 3/2 is 1.5. So my dot's going to go between 1 and 2, right in between, just like that. All right. And so now I've graphed my 2 points. I'm going to shrink this down so I've got a little more room here. And I can draw my line through those 2 points. Maybe I should use a color to do that. Here we go. Arrows on the end, straight lines. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing for the next one. All right. So I want to find if x is 0, what is y? If y is 0, what is x? So 3 times 0 plus 6y equals 12. 6y equals 12. Divide by 6. Y equals 2. So my y-intercept, again, oddly, is 2. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing for the x-intercept. So I've got 3x plus 6 times 0 equals 12. 3x equals 12. Divide by 3, x equals 4. So I'm going to go over 4 on the x-axis, and I'm going to plot those points out. Move this up here. There we go. And I can draw my line. So there's lots of different ways that you can graph. The t-table is always a strategy that works, but you got to get y by itself. So I think using these strategies probably is a better idea. All right. Ooh, I like this. X equals 4. It's a vertical line with an undefined slope and it goes through X. So I'm going to put a line, dot on my 4. It's going to be a vertical line. X equals 4. There's only one variable. It's an X. So we think VUX, vertical line. Let's look at the next one. Point slope form. So my ordered pair is going to be -2, -1. Right? And then my slope is going to be -1 because there's no number there. So we assume that it's -1. Okay. So I begin at -2, -1, and my slope is down 1 to the right 1. So down 1 to the right 1. So I go down 1 to the right 1, 2, 3, 4. Why did I just do 4 when it's down 1 to the right 1? Oh, down 1 to the right 1. Down 1 to the right 1. Right there. You can hear my son yelling in the background. It's because he's playing some PS4. I don't know. How many of you play PS4? Bet your parents can hear you too. All right, here we go. So there's my line. All right, we got 2 more, and then you are going to work. All right, let's take a look. Y equals -x. Well, that's really y equals -1x, like plus 0. So my beginning point is the origin, and my slope is -1. That means I go down 1 to the right 1, just like on the previous one. See if I can get it right this time, right? Down 1 to the right 1, down 1 to the right 1, down 1 to the right 1. And here it is, right there. My graph. Right. Last one. Hoi, right? Y equals, it's a horizontal line that goes through the y-axis at -2. Y is at -2. It's a horizontal line. There we go. All right, going to work on worksheet 9.5. We're going to do a review, and then we're going to get ready for our assessment right before spring break. So have a great day. I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.